Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the next topic of the lesson, the Constituent Assembly. I hope you have covered the previous topic. Let's start it. The Constituent Assembly, who then were the makers of the Indian Constitution. You will find here a very brief sketch of some of the leaders who play an important role in making of the Constitution. So the drafting of the document called the Constitution was done by the assembly of the elected representative called the Constituent Assembly. So election to the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1906. Its first meeting was held in December 1946. Soon after, the country was divided into India and Pakistan. The Constituent Assembly was also divided into the Constituent Assembly of India and that of Pakistan. The Constituent Assembly wrote the Indian Constitution had 299 members. The Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1949, but it came into the effect on January 26, 1950, to mark this as a Republic Day for every year. So these are the dates you have to remember, that when it was adopted, when it was the first meeting held, and how many members were there when it was adopted and when it was came into effect. So why should we accept the constitution made by this assembly more than 50 years ago? We have already noted that one reason above. The Constitution does not reflect the view of its member alone. It expresses a broad sense of its time. Many countries of the world had to rewrite the Constitution afresh because the basic rules were not accepted to all major social groups or the political parties. In some other countries, the Constitution exists just a piece of paper. There is no value of it. No one actually follows it. The experience of our constitution is different. Over the last half a century, several groups have questioned some provisions of the constitution, but no large social group or political party has ever questioned the legitimacy of the constitution itself. This is an unusual achievement for any constitution. So the second reason for accepting the constitution is that Constituent Assembly represented the people of India. There was universal adult franchise at that time. So the Constituent Assembly could not have been chosen directly by the people of India. It was all elected mainly by the members of the existing provincial legislature that we mentioned above. This ensured a fair geographically share of members from all the regions of the country. The assembly was dominated by the Indian National Congress, the party that led India's freedom struggle, but the Congress self included a variety of political groups and opinions. So this is all about the Constituent Assembly. You will read more about this. You can read this full page or this full topic about that. More numbers will come to you. You will come to know, and you have to underline these numbers, and you must remember all these numbers and read it again so that the topic will be clear to you. Next topic we will start tomorrow.